Hi guys, so I'm doing this live because I kind of wanted to show you guys how to save. So I'm going to be doing this week how to save money at home, and I'm going to be showing you some life hacks, but also some life decisions that I've made that are costing me a lot of money, and they're really unnecessary because in the long run they cost you a lot of money and you really don't need to be doing these things. But because we've already discussed that, especially Tina Bantu Bamnyama, as black people, we buy a lot of things because of emotions or because we didn't have. So I bought a house last year, and part of the house is a pool, right? So my house comes with a pool, but the problem is I don't even swim. And honestly speaking, why do I need a house with a pool if I don't swim? It's a waste of money, because I'm sure this pool added to the purchase price of this house, but I barely swim in this house, in this pool. So what was the point of me buying a house with a pool? But that's not the biggest problem with my pool. My biggest issue with the pool is that I don't even know how to manage a pool, because growing up, I didn't grow up in a house with a pool. So now I need to learn how to buy these products that I don't even actually know, that I don't really understand. Luckily, I've got a group of owners that live in the complex that are really very helpful. I mean, just now one of my neighbors sent me a product that I should be buying. The other one said, would you like my son to come over and help you? So I'm very grateful for that. But let's go back to why for me a pool right now is a waste of my money. So number one, it added to the purchase price of my house, which is very unnecessary because I don't swim. But number two, so here's my pool. As a matter of fact, it looks very clean right now, right? But if you actually look close enough, you will see there is like muddy stuff on the bottom of the pool. There is droppings because I've got that tree that's in the corner that's causing a problem, because it's got these things that drop into the pool. So basically I'm spending every single day raking out these things because they're dropping into the pool and they're dirtying the pool, right? I then need to hire somebody to do this. So now, forget the fact that I've got a pool. Now I've got to hire somebody that cleans the pool that I don't swim in. It's really such a waste of money. And then now, oh, let me show you. So when I bought the house, I found out that the pool was actually broken. So if you look there where that little duck, what was it, a flamingo, I had to get it all waterproofed. Imagine waterproofing a pool. So anyway, we had to get silicone because the pool was leaking and it was wasting water, right? So now my water bill was going up because the pool is wasting water. So that's one. Number two, the electricity, just for me to maintain. So there's this, I've been shown this pool pump thing that apparently cleans the pool. So it's got a bypass, it's got rinse, it's got filter, it's got waste, it's got whatever, right? But the problem is this thing uses electricity, right? So now I need to use, for me to be able to clean the pool I don't swim in, I need to use electricity, and it's agitating me. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually very irritated with myself because it does not help me to be spending money on something that I don't use. Like, what a waste of my time. So now I'm sitting thinking, okay, maybe when the sun is out, I'll be able to swim. But to be honest, I have a weave right now, which usually is that's what I usually have. My hairstyles don't even allow me to actually swim. So what is the point? So the point of this message, and the point why I'm showing you this thing, is purely because I want you guys to understand that in as much as we want these things, right? We want them because we want a big house with a pool. We want to buy the houses that we want. We want all these amazing things. But the reality is, do you really need them at that point in your life? That's why I did the video last week on buying a car versus a house. In as much as, yes, we want to buy houses, at the point in your life, if you are between the ages of 20, 21, 22, 23, do you really need to buy a house? Will a house be a better purchase as opposed to a car, which might help you make more money? So it's very important, guys, that when you're buying, don't buy emotionally, because like me, this house was really an emotional buy. First of all, I had been living in this flat and I wanted to buy the flat, and the owner wouldn't allow me to buy it. And then I went and put an offer to purchase to buy another flat. And when I did that, the owner came back and said to me, would you like to buy a house now? And I said, I can't, because I've already put an offer to purchase on another house, so I can't buy your house now. And he said to me, well, then you need to move out. And because of my emotions, my ego took a knock. I got so irritated. I was like, you know what, actually, I'm gonna go buy myself a house. And I love this house. I loved it when I arrived here. I really love my house. It's a beautiful house. If you guys could see inside, it's a really stunning house. The problem is that I bought it emotionally. It was an impulsive buy. My ego was bruised, and I bought this house. But really, now I've got a pool that I don't use, and it's dirty half of the time, and I need to hire somebody to come and clean it. So that actually irritates me quite a lot. So it's very important, guys, and I want to show you some of the products that I have to buy every single month just to keep this pool clean. There's this one called a floater or something like that. I want to show you guys. It's so expensive. It's like 400 for this thing, and I don't use the pool. I just want to keep reminding you guys that I don't use this pool. So it irritates me to have to include this on my grocery list every single month for something that I don't use. This thing, small as it is, you see how big this thing is? It cost me close to 400 rand. 400 rand, guys. Every single month, I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I really don't enjoy it. Yes, a cover probably might work. But I've already spoken to the pool guys, and a cover might not necessarily work as well as I want. First of all, I would need to put in additional things around the pool so that a cover can actually sit on the pool, right? So you see, my pool is got this concrete. I don't even get tiles. I don't even know what it's called. But basically, I would need to put in those things that hold a cover for the pool, right? I wish you guys could see my next door. He's got a cover for his pool, and it also looks a bit tacky. So to avoid these things, don't buy a house with a pool if you're never going to use the pool. Honestly speaking, it's a waste of money. You don't need these kind of problems, and it's just unnecessary, and it takes a whole lot of water. So I get charged for all this water because what the guy who cleans my pool does is he comes here, he filters this pool. More water needs to be going in and out of the pool, and even though the water is from a borehole down there, it's just not worth it. Honestly speaking, guys, yes, it's a nice thing to have. When people come to my house, they're like, oh, you've got a pool. And I'm like, oh, yeah. But to be honest with you, I've never actually had a pool party here. I moved here last year, June. My friends are like, let's have a pool party. I invite them to a pool party, and no one goes in. Nobody ever swims. So what is the point, guys? Honestly speaking, especially Tina, as black people, let's stop buying things that we don't need. The day you actually need a pool, the day you have children maybe that love swimming, love water, buy a house with a pool. But up until then, don't buy a house with a pool if you don't need it. Please, it's really a waste of money. It's a cost that you do not need. It's an additional cost that you do not need. I'm already struggling just with the garden, okay? Just with the garden. So I don't need an additional stress of my life, a pool that I don't swim in. Anyway, okay, so I'm signing out. Tomorrow I will be complaining about something else that's costing me money, that is unnecessary. But yeah, just to round it off, what I was talking about is do not buy things that you do not need because it's a waste of money, especially if it's things that you still have to maintain afterwards. Sometimes when we buy a house, we only look at the purchase price and we forget that in that house there are things that still need to be maintained that will still take money out of your pocket every single month. It's not worth it. Mwah. Bye, guys.